What's up, guys? It's your boy Ace coming at you with something a little bit different than I usually do. In honor of the conference championship weekend, I'm actually going to be simming the games and commentating over, the conference championship games. So Falcons and Packers and Patriots and Steelers. Before I get into that, I actually want you guys to predict who you think will win the Packers-Falcons game, not on the simulation, but in real life. Predict the closest score, and you will get one of my ebooks for free. So leave your predictions in the comments below, and let's get into the video. So what I have here on the screen is my keys to the game. So this is what I think is going to change the game for each team. What players need to be impactful. So this is not for the sim, really. It's for real life. I think that for the Packers, I think Mike Daniels has to be a disruptive force in the middle of the field. He needs to get off his blocks and stop these running backs, because the Packers are going to leave two deep safeties. They are scared to death of Julio. Julio in one-on-one coverage will absolutely torch the Green Bay Packers. So they have to leave a safety back there on him. And Mike Daniels is going to have to get it done in the run game. And then on the other side of the ball, we have the Falcons. And their keys to the game are Devontae Freeman and Tevin Coleman, the best running back duo in the league, bar none. They are essentially wide receivers. They can run between the tackles. They got tons of speed on them. They're going to have to make it happen, because Julio might get taken away from double coverage. I know Julio's a beast. He can make catches in double coverage too. But these guys are going to have to make it happen too. So those are my keys to the game, something to look out for. And with that being said, let's get into the gameplay. All right, guys, we are underway in the NFC Championship game with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line. Aaron Rodgers is starting off the drive. Nelson in motion. And he gets it to him for about a 4-yard gain. So I think on offense, Davante Adams is going to have to go off this game. Somebody that's not the number one option is just going to have a good game to keep up with the Falcons offense. And there you go, Randall Cobb already starting off the nice distribution between his receivers for a first down. One thing I forgot to mention is I've been very impressed with how the Packers have actually had a decent offense with pretty much no running game. Ty Montgomery's, he's decent, but he's not a, hand it off to him every single kind of down kind of guy. He's really good at getting mismatches on linebackers because of his receiving skills, but he's not a 3-down back in my eyes. So Aaron Rodgers has really been putting this team on his back and making some amazing plays down the stretch. So let's see what he does here. Spreading it out, 3rd and 13. It's going to be really tough. Falcons in 2 deep coverage, probably man coverage, zone coverage. And he gets it to Jared Cook, his tight end, down to the 35-yard line, 36-yard line. Pretty much in range for Mason Crosby already. As you can see from last week, he kicked 2 clutch field goals, I think from 50 plus. So he's perfectly capable from this range. Aaron Rodgers in single back. Gives it to his tight end again, Jared Cook, for about a 20-yard gain. So far, Rodgers is perfect 4 for 4 for about 65 yards. Aaron Rodgers spreading it out. He knows this Falcons secondary is porous. Vic Beasley's got to get off his block and get a sack right here. He doesn't. He has plenty of time. He gets it to his rookie, Geronimo Allison, for a touchdown. The Packers are on the board. They had an amazing first drive. Distributed the ball perfectly. That's going to be tough for the Falcons to defend. All right, there he is, Matty Ice, probably the MVP of the league this year. He needs to show up in a big game. I mean, he's kind of showed up last week, but he needs to really solidify himself as someone who can compete in the playoffs. And he gets it to his man, Devontae Freeman, for an 8-yard gain. But as I was saying, he needs to get the monkey off his back. He's been in the league for about 10 years. He needs to get that big win so people actually start taking him seriously. I mean, he puts up good stats. Don't get me wrong. I live in Atlanta. And, I just know all about the sports as far as what they've accomplished. And they've accomplished nothing over the past, really, 25 years. So they got to make it happen this year. Single back to hand it off to Freeman for a first down. Puts the juke move on and gets to about the 40-yard line. Matty Ice going single back again. Tight formation. Look for a pass to the outside. And there's the pressure. Clark gets the sack. Timely sack. Loss of 8 yards. 2nd and 18 now. Falcons are going to have to gain some of that yardage back to make it a manageable first down. 2nd and 18. Look for them to gain about 10 yards back to make it a manageable 3rd down. They got to get something here. And they get it to Tyler Gabriel for, I think, a gain of 6. That's going to make it a lot easier. It's actually 3rd and 13, so gain of 5. So with the way I'm seeing these defenses play, Ryan's got to convert this first down. They got to keep up with Aaron Rodgers and that potent offense. And Nick Perry gets the sack. Shuts down that drive. They're going to have to punt it back to Aaron Rodgers. And if he puts together another masterful drive like he did on the first drive, the Falcons could be in trouble. 3rd and 5. Falcons got to get them off the field. Get the ball back in their playmaker's hands. And he gets it to Jared Cook again, who puts the spin move on and picks up the first down. So far, Aaron Rodgers has been perfect. Cool, calm, and collected in the pocket. 2nd and 11. Aaron Rodgers in the shotgun. Trips on the right. Look for them to attack the middle of the field right here. Gets it to Randall Cobb, but he drops the pass. First incompletion for Aaron Rodgers. 3rd and 11. 3rd down is such a critical stat in games. They got to get off the field, get it back in the offense's hands. Plenty of time in the pocket. The Green Bay offensive line is just playing out of their minds, but unfortunately they cannot pick up the first down. 4th and 11. 3rd and 3. Try to keep this drive going. Don't give it back to Aaron Rodgers for another drive. I think the Falcons get it back in the start of the 2nd half, and Ryan just has to throw it away. Going to have to punt it back to Aaron Rodgers. They get one last drive before halftime. First and 10 for the Packers. They have trips to the left. Falcons playing aggressively. Looking to jam. Man coverage. And he gets it to Devontae Adams for a first down. Packers are driving. They're only about 7 yards away from field goal range for Crosby. At this rate, they're going to get that at least. Takes the snap, gets it to his big man, Jared Cook, who's just been receiving everything ever since he had that toe drag at the end of the Dallas Cowboys game. With the way they've been running the ball, they're just looking to spread it out right now, pick up a couple more yards to get the first down. Gets it to Geronimo Allison, the rookie, with the touchdown to the 18-yard line. Looks like they're going to hurry up to the line and get it going. They only got 40 seconds left, and they definitely want to get in the end zone as opposed to a field goal. Spreading it out again. Looks like they're exploiting mismatches right now. Takes the snap. Gets it to Jordy Nelson for a first down, and he gets out of bounds, and they still have a timeout. 3 yards away from another touchdown. Right now, the Falcons' pass rush is not getting to Rodgers. Vic Beasley is going to have to turn it on. Single back, giving the threat of the run, but they don't run the ball. They throw the fade route to Randall Cobb, but he cannot come down with the catch. Still have 12 seconds left. They have time to run another play. Shotgun for Rodgers. Ty Montgomery in the backfield. Look for him to exploit a mismatch with a linebacker. Cobb in motion. And he finally gets sacked. 7 seconds left. I don't know if they might run another play. I mean, I would. I think that's plenty of time to run a play, and then in case it's a dud, you have time for the field goal. Last play before the half, besides the field goal kick, if it comes down to that. Oh, and no way. They actually ran out of time. They don't get to kick the field goal. Massive mistake by the Packers. They needed to get another possession on the board. I think the Falcons are going to make them pay for that. All right, beginning of the second half, Falcons are very fortunate to only be down one possession. Trying to come out heavy, get the run game going again, open up the passing game for them. But they can't even get that going. Tackle for a loss of about 2 yards. 3rd and 8. Julio at the top of the screen. Looks like the safety came down for a blitz. They pick it up beautifully. And for some reason, these Falcons receivers just can't get open. He had plenty of time. He had 4 or 5 seconds. But for some reason, the Packers secondary is playing godlike right now, way above their skill level. Packers offense back on the field after making a massive mistake at the end of the first half. Gets it to Jordy Nelson for about a 12-yard gain. First down. Aaron Rodgers is lighting it up. 14 of 18 for about, I think, 200 yards. Might be just under that. So far, this is what I was expecting from the Packers offense, but I was expecting the Falcons offense to match it a little bit better as far as yardage goes. I don't think the Packers defense is very good, but they've been playing very good today. Gets it to Nelson again for 9 yards. 2nd and 1. Rodgers with the option. Defense was not fooled whatsoever. They make the tackle for a loss of 3 yards. 3rd and 4. Let's see if the Falcons defense can rise up and make the stop. Looks like they're playing man coverage, zone coverage, my bad. And they get it to Randall Cobb, who was on the motion. He sits in the middle of the zones and picks up the first down. Trips again, but it's to the left this time. Falcons trying to get aggressive with their coverage. Gets to Nelson again, who's just been a complete chain mover today. Gets them into field goal range and keeps the drive going. Rodgers drops back, throws it deep for a touchdown to Devontae Adams. That's probably the first deep passing play of the game. Falcons secondary just got absolutely torched. It's going to be very tough to overcome a 14-point deficit and about a 6-minute quarter. So, good luck to them. All right, Falcons definitely need a touchdown on this drive. It is do or die. They do not have room for error either. Handing it off to Freeman lets me know that they're not very urgent right now. I know they want to stay honest to the run and really keep things open for the passing game, but it just hasn't happened. Matt Ryan's going to have to put the team on his back and drive down the field. Julio, I don't even know if he's been targeted once all game. I don't know who they have on the Packers defense who can cover Julio like that, but kudos to them. See if he can target Julio and make it happen. Targets his tight end, Hooper, who has more catches than Julio. Matt Ryan's only 4 of 6 for 33 yards. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's get into the final quarter of the match and see who wins this game. 1st down and 10 after that catch by Sanu. Still got 5 minutes and 40 seconds left. And you can't mess that up. I mean, you got to catch that. This is the NFC Championship with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line. You got to make those easy plays. They're so routine. I know you guys practice them all year long. Got to make that catch and move the chains. 2nd and 10 after that screw up. Julio Jones at the bottom of the screen. Plenty of time in the pocket. And he can't even get the ball off. Like, he does get the ball off, but it just bounces off the defensive lineman. I think that was Mike Daniels. Not 100% sure. When you have 3 or 4 seconds in the pocket, you got to make a completion. That's a job well done by your offensive line. For some reason, these receivers just can't get open this game. See if he can pick up the first down. Gets off the block. Clark gets his 2nd sack of the game. That might be the dagger. 4th and 21 is going to be really hard to pick up. So Falcons are punting. I don't know if the AI realizes that they're not really in a position to punt right now. They're down 2 possessions, only 5 minutes to go. I mean, if their defense gets a 3 and out, then sure. But I mean, so far, the Packers offense has just been moving at will, moving the chains ever so slowly and draining clock. So it's going to be tough for the Falcons from here. But miracles do happen. Packers coming out in pistol. They might know that they just have to drain the clock. Hand it off to Ty Montgomery, which he does, who breaks a tackle, takes it for, oh, he's gone. He's absolutely gone. 10-5 touchdown. That's a dagger, boys. Don't even know if I should play the rest of the video. I'm going to, but, I mean, the Falcons, the way they've been playing, are not going to come back from 21-0. That broken tackle might be the play of the game. All right, guys, so that was the game. I didn't want to show the rest of it. It was really, really, really ugly. I mean, it didn't get any prettier. the Falcons just shit the bed completely, and that's completely normal from them. I mean, these yardage marks aren't even accurate. I mean, the Falcons are going to do way better than that in real life. 52 total yards on offense from one of the most high-powered of all time. That's just not going to happen. I mean, I could see the Packers coming into the Georgia Dome and winning, but not completely embarrassing anyone like that. I mean, look at this. 111 yards, 222 yards, 222 for passing. They won in every phase of the game and just completely embarrassed them. So that wasn't very pretty to watch, but I hope you guys enjoyed it anyway. So Packers fans, for what it's worth, you guys are going to win tomorrow. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please drop a like if you did. And as always, if you enjoy daily Madden videos, please hit the sub button. Appreciate it, guys.